So the Orange Shirt Day is actually called National Day for Truth and Reconciliation in Canada. I bring that up because I feel that's the direction that we're kind of moving on this side of the border. We kind of went through the hard truths of learning about boarding and residential schools. It was kind of uncomfortable, some dark stories, but not everything was bad for everybody, but a good majority. Also, high school students, you guys, I've been hearing from teachers, the principal, paras, lots of people that you guys are just normalizing things, like singing in between passing periods, which is amazing. That would have never happened during my time in high school, and it definitely wasn't allowed during my grandparents' time. You could actually get in trouble if you were singing and dancing. And then also, this time tomorrow, Chelsea and I are going to be speaking in front of a panel of UA personnel who voted their number one top priority is indigenizing the whole education system. And so keep on reclaiming these spaces, keep on learning language, keep on reading, just do your part and what you can to reclaim who we are. And Chelsea has a little activity for her.
Chelsea cook DYU, Tikridi, Adakishku Wadakegu, Metlakatla High. My name is Chelsea Cook. I'm Tikridi, which is a Tlingit clan. I'm also Gishku Wada, and I'm from Metlakatla. So just a little bit to bounce off of what Ms. Naomi had said is our traditional ways of teaching and learning are so valuable and important, and I'm seeing it being woven in throughout our elementary school, which is just amazing. It just makes my whole spirit just soar. Seeing the kids, like she was saying, it's being normalized. Teachers are speaking it to each other, wanting to learn. The atmosphere is becoming uplifted. So I really just wanted to share some of those positivities with you. One last thing before we move on, I don't want to take up too much time, is I wanted everybody to kind of participate with this. That way you kind of get your bodies moving. So our Tiza, her name is Shugaina, Donna Mae Roberts. She made a pledge for our elementary, or for all of us really. I thought it was quite fitting for today. So if everybody could repeat after me, we're just going to do the first line. Dim shim get hike the new. A will that get it the new. I will stand strong because I am strong. Oh, I am. You guys did so well. So please remember that. Stand strong because you are strong. You guys all come from very intelligent human beings. Don't ever forget that. We love you, we care about you, and we're all here to support you. Direction.
Good morning. I'm going to step away from the speaker because of the feedback, so I'll just be walking around a little bit. Before I say a few words about Orange Shirt Day, I would like to recognize a few special guests that are here today. We have members of the MIC Executive Committee, council members, school board members. We have government officials from the BIA and the Department of Transportation, a film crew from Switzerland, and of course, our elders, our families, and our community guests. Thank you for being here to recognize the harm that took place during the boarding school era, to remember those that were taken from their families and are forced to attend these institutions. We recognize that each student and family's experience was different during this time. However, it was clear that the initiative of the boarding school era was to kill the Indian and save the land. Between 1819 and 1969, the U.S. operated 408 boarding schools. By 1926, 83% of Indigenous children were a part of a boarding school program. I want to do an exercise. I would like everybody to stand up for a second. Everybody stand up. So if we say 80% of children were sent to boarding schools or participated in some kind, that's about 4 out of 5. So everybody sit down except for this crew on the left over here. You guys, everybody else sit down. Imagine in 1926, the only kids left in the village would be those that are standing over here. It kind of makes it real on how many students were taken from their families. Thank you so much. As Naomi said, Boarding Cert Day is an effort to commemorate the Indigenous children that were taken to families and sent to boarding schools. It's about remembrance, it's about reconciliation, and it's about action. This is our 3rd year of holding this assembly. We cannot forget the undue harm that took place. We cannot change the past. At the same time, we cannot repeat the past. In this assembly, instead of focusing on the atrocities of the boarding school era, we choose to take a different path. We choose to focus on action by applying the lessons learned through that era. Lessons called survivance. Survivance is a unique word. It combines survival and resilience, but it's more than that. Angie Morrow describes survivance as the Indigenous creative approaches to life beyond genocide, beyond the barriers of survival. As a district, we choose to implement the Tsimshian culture, the language, in every aspect of the school, while we're pursuing rigorous state standards. It is meeting the standards through the eyes and lives of the community. This is not an easy task because we don't all agree on what the language, the culture, and the values are. That's a symptom of the boarding school era. However, it is important that we try every day. It is important that we move forward. It is important that each child develop a positive self-identity based in their culture. Last year, during this assembly, I made a statement that it was education that got us into this mess, and it's education that's going to get us out. I'd like to add to that sentiment this year. It is the imposition of one people's values and culture over another's through education that got us in this mess. And it is through education that we will rediscover our culture, we'll revive our language, we'll heal our soul. We will become a stronger people that is able to thrive and compete in today's modern, fast-moving society. As I look at the students who've been sitting before me, all 320, I see future leaders. I see cultural bearers. I see teachers. I see biologists. I see fishermen. I see professionals, entrepreneurs. I see intelligent, resourceful, beautiful kids. I see this community's future. Later in this program, we're going to recognize a few of our staff that has demonstrated survivance by pursuing and completing post-secondary education, and by their service to this community by investing in children. Before we do that, it is important to reflect on those that endured the trauma of the boarding schools, particularly those that never get home. Please take a moment of silence and remembrance. Thank you much for your respect, for your attendance, and We have an incredible Indian education parent committee that is very active, and they wanted me to announce to you that the district has entered into an agreement with the Metlakatla Indian community to combine the Johnson O'Malley program, the jailman program, with the school's Indian education program, so we can offer additional programs for kids, particularly after school. So that's something that we'll be working on. Chelsea, do you want to come up?
I'm Kimberlyn Shannon. When planning this event, the Indian Education Committee, for the third year, collectively wanted to acknowledge Every Child Matters Orange Shirt Day. We hold dearly the purpose for this awareness, and we want to continue to highlight Metlakatla's resilience. Within our grandparents' lifetime, it was not the educational system's goal to have Indigenous peoples as high-ranking employees or educators. Yet here in Metlakatla, our staff within our education system is majority Indigenous peoples. Last year, we started a tradition to try and bring a cultural practice of honor and recognition to those who have met colonial benchmarks to education. We're going to continue that. Can Jared Williams and Brian Lease please stand? Brian and Jared are being awarded a bouquet of cedar roses, 12, because they earned a bachelor's degree. Noon Gam and Go. You are why things are good. Thank you. Can we have Odin Teben and Marissa Yolanini come to the floor? Our staff here, Marissa and Odin Teben, are being awarded the Cedar Rope for earning their master's degree. Noon Gam and You are why things are good. And Toyexon to James Williams and Naomi Lease for making these. For those of you that are still reaching for that benchmark, we see you, we stand alongside you, and we cannot wait to recognize you once you crush that goal. Keep working hard. Can we stomp our feet in celebration of the staff and all the good around us?
Thank you. And now we would like to take some time to honor a very special guest, a longtime educator in Metlakatla. Cecilia Lauren Christensen was honored at the state legislature in 2021 for her many years of service. And I would like to read what the legislature said about Lori. The members of the 32nd Alaska Legislature honor Cecilia Lorraine Christensen as an educator who has spent 42 years in the Medellin School District. She is known as Lori. She was born and raised in the Athabascan villages of Shagrut and Holy Cross. She attended Alaska's Methodist University to study early childhood education. Before she finished her degree, she moved to Metlakatla to begin work for the school district in 1979 as a substitute teacher, classroom aide, and librarian. In 1985, she continued her education at Alaska Pacific University and completed her bachelor's degree in elementary education. The majority of Lori's career was spent teaching 1st through 6th grades. During that time, she impacted lives of her students, giving them confidence to learn, encouraging them to set high standards for themselves and peers. Over the years, Lori earned a reputation as a teacher who was able to get through the most challenging students. One principal affectionately called her the apple polisher. Lori was with the school district when the U.S. Department of Education awarded them one of their highest honors, the Blue Ribbon Award. In 2008, Lori had the opportunity to take her teaching career to a new level as the head teacher of a newly formed reading program aimed at supporting students with dyslexia for the entire student body. This program significantly increased academic success rate of students with previously undiagnosed learning disabilities. During her time as an educator, she's held many significant positions, such as MEA president of the Teacher Parent Club, leader and lifetime member of the Girl Scouts of America. She coached Battle of the Books as well. She also served as a minister, community volunteer, and the author of the book, The Village Schoolmaster, Two Daughters, Two Cultures. Lori is one of the last remaining native speakers I said it wrong, it's okay. It is the dialect of the Athabascan language. She continues her service as a reading specialist still. So the members of the 32nd Legislature commend Lori Lorraine Christensen for her lifelong dedication to Alaska's children. Please stand and recognize Lori Christensen. John, away from them. So, Auntie Fran would like to say a few words.
Auntie Fran, I love that everybody calls me Auntie Fran. Actually, my name is Francine Major. You talking about the schools. By the time I got to high school, we would have had to be sent away. But we grew up not being able to learn our language. Our parents would whisper to each other. I always knew they're arguing when they really whispered low. And even our grandparents, they wouldn't talk our language to us. So I really am proud of the young people and the teachers that know the language. I'm so proud of you. And as for Lori, my dear friend, I first met her when Crystal, her daughter, was in Head Start. And that's when I started getting to know them. We spent holidays together except Christmas when she went to her family. And I know how well, and I'm so proud of her. She loved every child that she had taught. and she taught them with respect and honor. She made sure that they knew what she was teaching them. And a lot of us have our grandchildren, our children who learned under her, who were in her grade. And as a dear friend, her children, she's like family to me. Also, Bradine, and there's a few of us that really get together. But as we get older, we kind of get together less and less. But I'm so proud to be and honored to be a friend of hers. And her children call me at the Transit, and they are family. And I want to thank everybody for being here and to show their respect and love towards Glory. She is one of a kind. There are no words to describe how much she has done for this community, the children, the grandchildren. And she had taught them well and made sure they understood what they were learning. And Lori, she went through so much physically, but she never gave up. And none of you should give up on what you want to do in your life. Just keep on going and be positive. And Lori, we love you.
Giving you gifts, Lori. So the school district a couple days ago asked me if I could come a meaningful gift from the school district for Mrs. Lori Christensen. And I thought about it for a little while, and I came up with this, we're going to call it an eclipse. The base is a moon, and it's passing under the sun at the same time. And an eclipse is a rare occurrence that only comes along every so often, kind of like Mrs. Lori Christensen. So we wanted this gift to be something that captured a brief moment in time that's very spectacular, where we all come to honor you and let you know as a community, a school district, that we love you and we're very grateful for you.
district, and when this was posted on the wall, it says that she served for 42 years. Some students thought that was her age, and she really got a kick out of that. All right, yeah, let my favorite joke.
One more very important thing I forgot to mention is that this was made by students here at Metlakatla. The lead artist was Lacey Marsden. So this comes from the school district and the students that you worked at for so many years. So made by Lacey Marsden.
We do have a performance that will be taking place. Please stand when we speak for ourselves.
What we're asking, we're going to do the Simpson engines, and there's absolutely a lot of you, and we want to just, if you want to dance, come line up by this wall. And when Matt calls out our plans, you can come out after the dancers come out onto the floor. Does that make sense? Oh. So if you want to dance, come see on entrance, line up over there by the wall, and then when Matt calls out your plan, follow the dancers out onto the floor. ginormous circle, please. We're gonna do another invitational. This is gonna be Waiwa. So everybody spread out in a big circle. We have the drummers in the middle. We're gonna do Waiwa. In our language, that means? Let's do it. Waiwa.
Thank you, Mark. I can always count on you. We want to thank everyone for coming today to honor our dear friend, Lori Christensen. In my speech, I talked about survivance. This is survivance, that the sounds of our drums and our voices drown out the trauma of the past and move us to a new future. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.